Back to Whilton Mills, senior Rotax up next. Danny Russell has got a problem. He's going to have to start from the pit lane, it looks like. We're already lined up. It's Connor Hall on pole from Jay Nidger on the front row. Sam Marsh can win the championship at this round, Jake.
Well, Josh Collings lining up alongside him is going to try and stop that from happening today. He's going to have a very hard task, though, in this weather. Morgan Rose will be our onboard cameraman from the back of the grid. We'll see some great shots through this race, no doubt. And away there goes Russell, joining the field at the back as we work our way through Oblivion and through Crook for the first time. And already it is going to be an incredibly difficult task. Even though Marsh is the favourite to wrap up the championship and could do so today, he's got to have a very hard task ahead. We're on board with Morgan Rose as he gives Jack Constable a little bit of a look on the inside there through Christmas. Now they've come out down through towards Inkermans, and Morgan Rose is making up some places very quickly here indeed on the back of Sam Smelt as they go through Ashby. He is picking them off like raisins here.
Looks like he may have lost a place there to Jamie Alexander. Here comes the championship leader, the 5 car. There he is, Sam Marsh. Now he's got a great chance here to win this championship today. He'll still have to turn up for the final round. Rules are in place that you still have to appear at the final round. You can't just win it at the previous round and then not bother turning up. But whatever happens at that final round, by the way, once you can prove that you have won the championship at the penultimate round, whatever happens at the final round, even if he's excluded from the meeting and told he has to count the score, that's not the case. He cannot lose the championship once he's already won it by appearing at the final round and then perhaps getting excluded for something silly. That rule was changed some time ago.
Well, he's sitting in 3rd position at the moment, just in front of Josh Collings, and Josh is not the kind of person to let somebody get away with a position just because they've got a championship on the line.
No, and exactly, and again, come back to what I said earlier, Josh Collings will know he's got a championship on the line. I can throw one up the inside. He has to let me through. He can't fight me too hard.
This is going to be quite an interesting duel between these two. Jay Nidjar just in front of these two, by the way, the 24, still there in 2nd position. We're on board with Morgan Rose as he closes up on James Johnson, the Welshman, on the Cosmic Kart. Is he going to be able to get a nice line at the inside out of the toe? No, he's not quite close enough, so he goes through the heel, the final turn. Big slide up the inside there from the 7 of Josh Collings. The back end stepped out and he kind of decided, right, I may as well use that to try and get up the inside line. It didn't work, but now he is stating his intent on this race. So a great little tussle there. This is the battle for 6th position. That is Scott Mackerel just in front of the 61 of Charlie Turner. So 6th position, a good little battle with these two. Is Turner going to be able to get the move done? Well, we're not sure if he is because we've decided to switch back to this 3rd position battle. This is the final spot on the podium we're competing for here, don't forget. And these two, Josh Collings behind Sam Marsh, he will be the one who's going to have a bit more to go for here. Marsh has it all to lose, Collings has it all to gain.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if Collings ends up where he is at the moment, to be honest. Before the end of this race, he's going to be making a move on Sam Marsh and he will just be expecting him to allow him through. If Marsh puts up much of a battle, Collings will be going, what's going on here? You know you've got to let me have 3rd place in the podium spot. I don't know why you're battling me. If you battle me too hard, maybe you'll spin off. Who knows?
Well, especially in these conditions as well. You've always got the idea that you know how far you can push it, but in these conditions, the track is changing lap by lap. It's actually closer, the conditions, to ocean racing than it is to circuit racing at this point. And up the inside, Collings throws it through.
Now, did you see what Marsh did there? He literally turned the wheel to the left. Yeah, I'm not battling you if you want to come through. I know I've got a championship on the line. We're back on board here with Morgan Rose. That's Jack Constable in front. This is the first forward-facing camera we've had today. We've had any pictures from. The rest of them have just stopped working and talking about stopping working. Some of our circuit cameras have taken an absolute pounding. We've got the fixed camera at the end of the inside straight. That's packed in. So all sorts of problems we've had today. The 97 car goes through.
That's Sam Smelt. He's managed to pick up another position, and again it's him battling away with our cameraman there. So Morgan Rose getting in the fight with Sam Smelt very nicely. Collings has stretched out the advantage here in 3rd position. Now this is for 5th. Up the inside comes the 61 of Turner, and oh, there wasn't really a lot of room to get past there as well, but Mackerel makes the move on Spencer Barrow as he defends 5th position, loses 2 places in the process, bounces around the curbs too.
And loses another place now down into Ashby as well. That's Matthew Hurst going by. Back out of Ashby up to Parker, this left-hander.
Well, somebody get Spencer Barrow a contract to race out in the States. He was driving a bit like a bucking bronco out there, so he certainly got some use out of those curbs, but it's cost him 3 places in the process.
You can just see him wiping his visor there. That's the problem the drivers have. They really just can't see anything. Not only do you have the problem with water on your visor, but you've also got the problem with it steaming up as well. Depends whether you've used an anti-steamer, if you like, on the visor or not, but the drivers can have problems with the visor steaming up. So water on the visor and them steaming up as well equals not very good vision at all.
And let's not forget that Spencer Barrow took some very wide lines and got in the dirt, so he may have a 3rd problem of mud on that visor as well. So that's going to be a bit of an issue for Spencer Barrow. If he can get himself back into position, that will be more like it. 9th position behind him is the Irishman Gary Donnelly, and he's being chased down by the 44 Luke Knott. That rounds out the top 10 for the moment. We look back and there's a great little battle going on just outside the top 10. That is the 11. Jack Constable still trying to continue this battle with Sam Smelt and Morgan Rose, but he's actually looking to get away from them at the moment. Now that is the gap from 1st to 2nd. Jay Nidjar has got the entire length of the straight to catch up to the race leader. This is the battle for 4th now. Sam Marsh, he's in front of Charlie Turner, but not for long.
Not for long. Turner just sweeps by up the inside. That's the 22 Connor Hall. A comfortable victory here in the offing. That's saying that assuming he doesn't chuck it off, of course, but he's way too experienced for that, with such a massive lead as he goes through the left-hander there at Parker, down to Chapman. This little hairpin brings him out onto the inside straight and towards the boot. What a comfortable win. These conditions, we often see this though. You often get somebody, we've seen it today already, and may well see it in the last race, we don't know, but you often get somebody just clear off at the front. There's a warning flag there, or warning on the digital signboard there for kart 77. That's Tom Croydon, the rookie for Coles Racing.
Well, out in front, this is exactly the kind of race drive you want as a youngster like Connor Hall, stretching out his advantage from Jay Nidjar and Josh Collings. As far as Connor Hall is concerned, this is dominance in the extreme, and every young karter wants to put in a spectacular performance like this in the wet and clear off to show that they're the next Ayrton Senna, the next Sebastian Vettel. So this is exactly the kind of race drive that's going to give Connor Hall massive bags of confidence going into the season finale.
Scott Mackerel there on the 9 car. He's going to be the next one to tick Sam Marsh off his list. He's closing in on him very quickly, and again Mackerel, very experienced. He'll also know Marsh has got the championship on the line, so that's an easy place for me to pick off. We're back with the leader into the boot. Connor Hall, that's through the toe. This is the heel of the boot as he heads towards the start line one more time. There's that warning flag again for 77, still flashing.
Well, did you see Connor Hall's line through that final corner? We've seen so many people in the midst of the battle just zooming on beyond the race circuit to the left on the concrete runoff area, but not Connor Hall. He's got that much time in his hands. He can brake very early, turn in, get enough power to get him through the corner, but he's still on the racetrack, and that's the advantage he's got of being out in front. He can take his time over this. He doesn't have to rush zooming off to the runoff area. Well, I say he doesn't have to zoom off to the runoff area, but everybody does at Ashby. But at the final turn, watching the next time by, if we manage to get a good shot of him on the final turn, he has got such a gap, and he is so serenely calm out in front. He is not even pushing it.
Yeah, he won as a junior, didn't he, for Strawberry Racing, and then spent what Strawberry Racing would call the wilderness years, or was it a wilderness year, away from them. He's come back to them now. He gets the last lap sign as he goes through the line this time, and it doesn't look like Connor Hall will win the championship this season. But if he stays with Strawberry Racing, I've no doubt that he'll be a contender once again next year, putting the fastest lap. Clearly, he's around half a second quicker, I think it is. Yeah, it's half a second quicker than anybody else on the track, effectively. So in 15 minutes and a lap, which is the full race distance here, you can imagine why he's got such a lead.
So perhaps Connor Hall should take a lesson out of Jonathan Hoggard, who should have stayed in Minimax, in your opinion, and Connor Hall should stay in Senior Rotax.
Let's not batter Jonathan Hoggard any more than we already have.
Fair enough. But down towards the boot for the final time. Connor Hall in the 22, having an absolute rout out in front for Strawberry Racing. They'll be delighted with this effort, and he has absolutely aced it here into the final turn, tiptoeing his way through the final corner. The checkered flag flies, and that is a masterclass performance from Connor Hall. What a victory. Jay Nijjar, let's not forget what he's done in second position. Very good drive from him as well to manage the gap to Josh Collins in third position. Whoa, a little bit of a run to the line there as Sam Marsh has to deal with Scott Mackerel, I think that is, towards the bitter end. But an absolutely fantastic race from the front. More battles throughout. Charlie Turner gets fourth position just behind Josh Collins. Made up 8 places in the process. Marsh from Mackerel. Matthew Hurst made up 12 to cross the line in 7th. Gary Donnelly in 8th in front of Spencer Barrow and Luke Knott. But Connor Hall is the rainmaster here at Whilton Mill, and delighted with that he'll be.
After yesterday, I'm sure you didn't expect this.
Yeah, we had a tough day yesterday. We qualified 8th, and then we put it on 14th for the pre-final, so we weren't expecting, obviously, 2 wins in the final. But yeah, great result. And just like to say a massive thanks to Strawberry Racing, Trojan Fitness and Body Management.
Congratulations to Connor Hall, and congratulations to Sam Marsh. Looks like he's tied up the championship 1 round early. Coming up in part 6, it's TKM Extreme.